Hello and welcome back to Return to Cosmic Law. Today I felt we had to talk about cosmology, because to understand the word netta, we need to understand first of all the word cosmology and what that meant to the ancient Egyptians, because the ancient Egyptians did not have a religion as we think of it. What they had was a complete cosmological worldview that was formulated by the great sages, and its essence was the revelation and unfolding of cosmic law and order symbolized by the nettas. As such, it was a direct downpouring from Ra, or God himself. Now, religion works in the opposite direction. It's a system for man's possible ascension in order for him to reconnect with his divine source after the fall, that being the fall of Adam. So today we're going to focus on cosmology. And it's a word that we don't use very often, and I'm sure many of you are not quite sure what it means. So let's just look a little closer into it and get a more precise definition for ourselves and then for the ancient Egyptians. It's a structure that defines your core beliefs about yourself and your place in relation to the universe. Acting like a compass, it regulates your orientation in life, shaping and forming the way you perceive both yourself and the world around you. So yes, it's a big subject, and with or without your attention, cosmology is playing an important role in your life, so you may want to be a little more aware of it. The ancient Egyptian cosmology was diffused through myth, and that appeals to the left side of the brain, to our more intuitive nature. For them, the entire universe was conceived, created, and sustained by a single and solitary entity, which they called Ra. They saw the nettas as an integral part of daily life. Indeed, life itself was inconceivable without them, because these were the sacred laws of nature that brought life into being, nourished and maintained it, and then finally returned everything that it had consisted of back to its rightful place. Our current situation is much more right-brain oriented, and myth has been replaced by scientifically proven facts, which stand cold and hard against the subtleties and holistic nature of myth. It may help to view cosmology in a triangular or pyramidal form. You remember how we showed Ra creating all that is through the nettas in the hieroglyph for his name. So let's take a section of that with Ra, or God, on top, and the nettas coming down to form the triangle. Along the baseline, you'll see on one side you, and on the other, your environment or the world that you live in. Ideally, these 2 points on the baseline are working in harmony with cosmic law, because when they're not, you'll begin to have problems. You'll have disagreements and unhappiness with your environment. And at this point, the weighing of the heart ceremony is your check to bring the situation back into balance, because the discomfort of being out of harmony with cosmic law is felt and measured by the heart. And this is one of the roles of Nephthys, who symbolizes the wisdom of the heart. She's the number 9 in the nettas revealed through the Iunu myth, so we'll get to her much later. But that's a significant role for her, the wisdom of the heart. Cosmology is a large and important subject that we'll be returning to often throughout these videos. It's the structure that held the ancients' belief system in place, and it holds yours there too. When you look at the current world situation, it's clear that many of the old established systems or forms are no longer functioning. They've become obsolete. And on closer examination, you'll see that all of those forms are based on man-made laws. The cosmic laws, the laws of nature, are functioning perfectly. They're even thriving. So where do you want to put your focus? The ancient Egyptians' belief in the power of the netters and the power of Ra that stood behind the netters was complete. It was total. And we can say the same thing about the Sufis in Egypt today and their total commitment to Allah. Yet for us, such a firm commitment is much more difficult, since the God concept has been largely destroyed and replaced by other things. However, we can be inspired by their solid cosmological beliefs to re-examine our own and realign our own thinking about the netters and leave a door open for them in our lives. Thanks for watching, and when you enjoyed today's video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications of the upcoming videos. And if you want to support by buying me a coffee, there's a link below in the description. And also, please leave any comments or questions you have, and I try to get to all of those and reply to you.